I can't break, that's the thing about me. I won't put these goals on freeze. I can't break, that's the thing about me.
Let's talk about some hip-hop. Hip-hop will always be rhyming about what's going on in your environment. Whether that be rhyming about your area code, your block, what you see on the block, what you do on the block, where you be at on the block. That's why it's so relatable. We all have a story and we can put that on wax. Not all stories are authentic though. There are some people that make some stuff up, but that's in any industry shit. And every rapper knows in the back of their mind, somebody's gonna test their gangster and all that shit they say in the comfort of their home.
Looking up on me and shit like he about to do something. What you don't do? What you taking your shit off for? Punk Cam Cold Heart. Punk Cam Cold Heart. I'm the truth.
Life reflects art, and it's almost like professional wrestling if you think about it. So let's take it back to 2003.
Def Jam Vendetta.
The first word to describe this game is just grimy. Grit. It's hard hitting. It's tough. It's hip hop. It had all the licensed music you wanted. It had every beat you could ever think of. It was so before its time, and we need it back immediately. You get your special bar up by performing moves throughout the game, and then eventually you get this thing called blazing. And once you get blazing, here comes the hardest hitting stuff in the game. If you ask anyone who has ever played this series, the first thing they're going to say is, when is the next one coming out? And that's what everybody wants. And they followed up that amazing game with the greatest game to ever grace a system in your home, Def Jam Fight for New York. So you start off in this game creating your own character to fight amongst all the rappers that you know and love. And another fighting style. You get to pick a fighting style which best represents whatever you wanted to do in the game, and there was actually a pretty good amount of them. They added also a pretty in-depth RPG mode where you get to train your skills, learn different styles, learn different moves, and assign moves to your created character. The arenas transition from rings and stuff like that to an outside brawl where it looks like you're in like a fight club. In the other games, you only can knock your opponent out with blazing attacks, but they actually added like interactable environments where you can knock your opponent out that way, and it was a lot more violent. Yo, and one of the funniest part of the games is you actually get to pick your girlfriend, and like it was a real debate back in the day on who you picked. Like you can't just be walking around with like Cindy J or something. You gotta have something nice on your arm, you feel me?
Hey, she's with me. Why am I not convinced?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I said, back off. Don't bother waiting up, bro.
And so when we create the greatest game of all time, you actually got to look at how do you actually create another. And that's the problem. Def Jam Icons is not a bad game. I repeat, it is not a bad game. It just wasn't Fight for New York. The game focuses on staying on beat and combos actually matching up to the beat, which was actually really interesting. But it just wasn't Fight for New York. The main problem with the game is that it was a PS3 360 launch title, so it focused more on graphics than features. So all the features that we love, like the RPG stuff they added, they took it all out the game. If Def Jam was re-released today, just let me know in the comments who you guys would want in the fighting game. Personally, me, I need Dub Baby, I need Lil Durk, I need Chief Keef, I need a bunch of people. Let's get to the reason why you guys clicked the video. Can Def Jam happen again? I'm here to say I was a doubter at first, but absolutely yes now. We now live in a world where LeBron James is squaring up with Batman, where Velma is squaring up with Superman, where Arya Stark is squaring up with everybody. We have a game right now where you can have Naruto shoot gats at Goku. The screams are getting louder, so I'm extremely confident that the game will be back sooner than later. Thank you guys for watching. I enjoy doing these retro series, so I hope you guys enjoy watching them.
Look, tell a man no trouble. I don't want beef, man. I just want vibes.